The fourth and final day of the Tattersalls Autumn Horsing Training Sale brought the curtain down on what has been a record-breaking week. With figures rising across the board, it was the 92% clearance rate that was a real highlight of the sale. Jazim Al-Ghazali continued his spending when securing the top lot of the final day by going to 57,000 guineas for High Commander. The 2-year-old Teofilo colt, consigned by Jamie Railton, has finished third in his only 2 racecourse starts for trainer Andrew Balding, and adds to the 8 lots already purchased by Ghazali this week for more than 1 million guineas. Throughout the week there had been the strong international theme, with horses at every level of the market selling to a variety of overseas clients. We talked to a handful of foreign agents, owners and trainers to find out what they were looking for when buying a horse to continue their racing or breeding career abroad, and why buying at Tattersalls is such an attractive purchasing opportunity.
Obviously we're looking for superior staying sort of types. Australia, we're predominantly speed, and we come up here to tap into some of that blood. We've had great success doing it previously, so it's always a joy to come back. It's absolutely beautiful here. It's a fantastic time of year and love the opportunity to be able to come over here. So continue to look coming over here in the future, and as I said, importantly we've had great success out of the sales here, so it's always a good recipe to keep us bringing back.
The market's really strong. I think with sterling being weak, there's a lot more foreigners here, and I found it quite hard. I've been beaten on quite a few horses yesterday, and it's a good market. Sterling being weak is definitely a big factor.
I think we've got about, between owners and trainers from Portugal, 10 to 12 here at the sale, and owners and trainers Spanish, probably about 35. At the end of the day, the results from the sale with the horses they bought here have been the sort of the proof of the pudding.
I'm very lucky for this sale, buy some good horses, and you do well in my country there in Qatar, and do very good result in the race, Qatar racing, and I hope inshallah stay same this lucky.
Historically, the horses we bought, the most successful horses we bought in the last couple of years have come from here. We buy horses that have, won a race, not highly rated, we can't afford them, but just a real good type. Form here is so concrete, it's such a good judge of where they're at really, Well, obviously a good staying pedigree is what we do very well with. We've done very well here the last couple of years.
I really enjoy coming over, and the hospitality is, it's huge. It's overwhelming when you come over and everybody's welcoming you, even though I'm quite new in the game as a trainer, but everybody's have a warm welcome when you come, and it's just nice being here.
Well, they are doing a great job, and we used to come here once or twice every year in December sale, and for the mares and for the fillies and for the October sale, and we enjoy it. We use it to come every year to buy some horses to take it to Saudi Arabia, because you have 2 types of racing there: local bred, which they bought in Saudi Arabia, and the other races for the imported, which you buy from England or from Europe or anywhere else outside of Saudi Arabia.
It is a very strong market, and it's probably a reflection of the product on offer. The UK horse is renowned throughout the world for good reason.
In total around 30 owners and trainers that they have come here. We have already bought 30 horses. Our board of directors have decided to finance up to 50% of the value of the purchase of a horse, up to an amount of 4,000 euros per owner per horse, and up to 5 horses per owner. So we see here that a lot of Greek owners came here, and they are trying to invest some money to take also to profit from our credit facility that we offer, and buy more horses. Greek owners know Tattersalls very well. They have been here many times. We have very good relationship with Tats. They helped us also in the early days. So I think it's a very good opportunity.
With international buyers to the fore, Tattersalls marketing director Jimmy George reflected on a successful week.
The Autumn Horsing Training Sale is a truly unique sale. There's nothing really quite like it anywhere else in the world. It's the largest sale of its type in the world, but I think what sets it apart is that there's genuinely something for pretty well every requirement from wherever you're travelling from in the world, and that's the key to the enduring success of the sale, and probably the most important feature in year on year. The sale produces is this extraordinary clearance rate, and this year the clearance rate was 92%, which is pretty staggering. All the figures are up. It's been record turnover, just over 25 million guineas. First time the sales ever exceeded 25 million guineas. Median again a record, and the average up just over 35% on last year. The current weakness of sterling is definitely a huge bonus for buyers in almost every currency. It's 20% weaker against the euro since this time last year, 20% plus against the US dollar, even more against certain other currencies. The Australian dollar be 25% stronger than this time last year. So that will almost undoubtedly have had an impact and played a part in the success of this sale. There have been buyers from more than 30 different countries active this week, in particular from the Gulf region. European buyers, the Greeks, the Spaniards, between them they would have accounted for nearly 100 horses, so we're thrilled to bits. And equally on the domestic front, I think the National Hunt Boys were more active than they've been in recent years. There have been some high profile lots that we'll see going into the hurdling ranks, and that's very encouraging as well.